forgot that John took his ECU, so I can't put his car in the lift, so I can't start working on it. Yeah, I guess the fact that it's a Honda Civic didn't really click in. It's not like it's really that hard to roll around. So yeah, today we are boosting that Civic. I don't know how far we're gonna get, but hopefully we can finish it in this video. If you have no idea what's going on, whose Civic that is, why we're boosting it, check out yesterday's video. This is my friend's Civic, John. John can't make it to the shop until this weekend because he's working. So I'm gonna get started on some of the boring stuff. Removing the stock stuff, the headers, the intake, maybe the bumper as well. Start mounting up the intercooler, doing the intercooler piping. Yeah, just kind of basic stuff. Oh, wow. That was easy. This is like a perfect size turbo. Not too big, but should be able to make like, 250, 300 if he has a better clutch. As you guys saw, I went ahead and took off the front bumper and I was test fitting the intercooler piping in the intercooler. The pre-bent intercooler piping is like, kinda right. Now with that being said, that's pretty much all I want to do until John gets here. I just took off the stock stuff, kind of tested stuff to make sure it would work, and I think we're good. Definitely a $600 kit, but honestly, I'm impressed for 600 bucks so far, so I'm excited. It's the next day. John's doing the most important thing. He's putting beer in the fridge. Oh. So John's here. We're gonna get the Civic boosted.
Dude, I've literally been thinking about this all week. Like,
yeah.
This kit's been sitting in my basement for like 2 months, and just having to look at it, and like now knowing that we're this close, I've been so excited. Like all week, yeah. I'm
hoping with both of us working together that we can get it started by today. I think it'd be cool. I don't know if we'll get there, but we should. So obviously a turbo needs an oil feed and an oil drain. So for the oil feed, John has a little sandwich plate that's gonna go in between the block and the oil filter. So that's where we'll get our oil from, and then we have to drain the oil from the turbo into the oil pan. In order to do that, we have to take the oil pan off, drill a hole in it, put a bung on it, and then you can make the line, and that's all good. So right now, I'm gonna drain the oil and take the oil pan off. If you guys were wondering, this is what John did with the ECU. Looks like you were successful.
I hope so.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Looks pretty good. If you want to see the video where he did this, you can check out his channel. First issue with the eBay kit has been discovered. The bung for the oil pan that you're supposed to weld on is aluminum, and the oil pan's steel, so that was a good catch. But that's not gonna work.
eBay turbo kit exposed.
You know, surprisingly, Menards actually had the correct fitting. So we got the fitting. We're gonna go ahead, tap it or drill it, put it into the oil pan. so now that the oil pan is done and John's tackling the oil feed, I'm gonna make the oil drain line. So they give you this nice stainless steel braided hose and some fittings. So, put them together. Guys, this $600 eBay turbo kit has a better oil drain line system than my like $4,000 kit. What's up with that, Flying Miata? AN lines are cool. Like, this is so rad. The truck is gonna have a bunch of AN line stuff. Fuel lines, oil lines, as soon as we get it back. I've had fuel lines for the truck sitting around for like 2 months now. So manifold's on, we're test fitting the turbo so we can clock it, as we have to adjust it so the oil feeds on top, oil drains on bottom, and so it's
clearance issues.
Yeah.
Really close.
It's really close to the transmission, yeah. Clock it a little bit more, tighten it, and then adjust the cold side.
Okay.
If you're wondering how to tighten down studs that don't have, you know, Phillips head or some sort of thing in the tip, you do the double bolt strategy. So you put 2 nuts on the stud, you tighten the nuts against each other. Nice and tight. Intercooler piping going on, kind of. What I've realized is that if we leave the intercooler piping the way they give it to us, the intercooler is going to stick out like in front of this crash bar, and there's no hope of fitting the stock bumper. So we're going to shorten the intercooler piping a little bit.
Progress, look at that.
Woo. There we go.
Ooh.
That fits.
It fits?
Yeah, it fits.
Hell yeah.
It's literally touching like the slave cylinder, but once it's tightened down, it should be fine.
Look at this.
It's gonna be interesting here. If you can't tell, there's literally like half
Not
a millimeter.
even.
What are they expected to do? Not tighten down the studs, or just use different studs?
I don't know.
All right, looks like you're going to Ace again.
Okay.
You can probably find some studs there. Hopefully they're long enough.
Yeah, China.
That's looking good. This intercooler fits perfectly. I'm hoping it'll fit under the stock bumper because it's pretty tucked in there. And then the piping goes down, up and around. We need to get a new filter, new coupler up there. But we're getting there. New manifold studs that are a little bit longer have been acquired. I'm not gonna say they're the wrong thread pitch, but they might be the wrong thread pitch.
I'll say it. They're the wrong thread pitch.
After the new studs were installed, the turbo is going to go on. What is that?
No.
What'd you do? Broke it. No, just kidding. Look at how much, we got plenty of stud left. Awesome.
Money. That is perfect.
So we're going to bolt that down, then we can bolt the turbo on, then we can do the lines, then connect the piping, and then we can start it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. If your ECU works.
If my ECU works.
I got the blow-off valve on and all the intercooler piping that I can, which is actually all of it. Is there anything you'd like to say? So the last time your Civic's going to be naturally aspirated.
God bless America.
So this is a Japanese car with Chinese...
God bless America.
Barely fits, but it fits. I really don't understand why they chose to face the turbo where all the stuff is when there's literally so much room right here.
Honestly, look at this. I can still stand in here.
Yeah,
I bet when we put this car down, I could still stand in here.
That is so true. You probably can. But I mean, it does fit. Look at this sweet oil drain line. It's going in now. So all the intercooler piping is on, turbo's in, feed is in, drain is in, as you can tell. He's doing the wastegate. And then, well, that's not the sound, that's not the sound that the wastegate makes. But yeah, so we're almost there. Ladies and gents, the time has come. How's the ECU?
Should have a base map.
Cool, it worked.
I hope.
You did a good job.
Yeah, it worked.
We have the downpipe on. We're gonna have to put some washers on here, but we'll do that tomorrow. Intercooler piping, oil drain, oil feed. Oil.
No, did we add the oil?
Oh, we didn't add the oil. That could have been bad. Installing a turbo kit, forgets to put the oil in, gets rod knocked just trying to start it. It might be okay, probably not though, because we took the oil pan, like that's dry, it's very dry. Another little update on the kit, it's pretty good. I'm pleasantly surprised. What about you? How do you feel about this kit?
I'm really excited. I mean, I've never done a turbo kit before, so I don't have like a frame of reference.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Going into this not really knowing a lot about turbo kits, it looks pretty good to be honest. Like the cast manifold I think was a huge play.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend an eBay turbo kit for someone who doesn't know how, like who's never installed a turbo kit. There's no instructions and you have to fix some things. If you've installed a turbo kit before, or if you know, if you're smart with automotive stuff, honestly, not bad. Real turbo kits are always gonna be better, they're gonna perform better, they're gonna be easier to install, but for 600 bucks, that's hard to beat. That's probably good. Hopefully, it's got oil. Oh! Oh! Oh yeah, it's spinning. That was so easy.
Oh my god, let's go. Thank you so much.
That started up so easy.
Look at my little schoolie boy.
That's it for this video. You're gonna have to wait till the next video to see us finish it and drive it. But yeah, this has been really awesome. I love days like this, just working, bolting stuff on. It's really fun. We just turboed a B series EG hatch. This is exactly how I felt when I first boosted my Miata. But it's good because you have dyno time probably what, like a week or two?
I hope so. I don't really know.
Hopefully you don't have to wait like a month or two.
That would be awesome.
That would suck. But either way, it's gonna be done by like spring, so that's the good part. Like the video, dislike the video, subscribe, all the usual stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye. Have a great day.